we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your history, light up your wildest dreams.
Recycling reduces waste and helps protect the environment for future generations. She practices playing the guitar every day to enhance her musical abilities. We don't have enough evidence to draw conclusions. We divide our class into 2 groups. You come with me, the rest should stay here. I need more quotations to back up my argument. I know how to solve the problem, but I've been asked not to tell you. She sold all of her furniture, so she could afford to feed herself and her dog. Please write your name on the essay cover sheet. To understand its entity, we need to go back to its origin. This lecture was meant to start at 10. In English, the month of the year is always capitalized. The bookshop is located at the north of the main campus. Every year, students pass biology course easily. That country's economy is primarily based on tourism. Applicants for the course preferably have a preference over English or journalism. You can find a lot more information on the university website. The United Kingdom is a constitutional monarchy and parliamentary democracy. You need to finish the reporting of the chapter before going to the field trip. Interpreters are not readily available in this department. Scientists are getting closer to the answers of these questions. In spite of the cold temperature, the sky is clear and blue. This part of the session is not supported by documentation. The tutor is there to help, so do ask if you don't understand anything. Many health workers think that pensioners are too old to understand. Several copies must be supplied to the university department to fulfill the requirement. Environmentalism is a category in which universities are competing. We've decided to ask you to write 4 short pieces of written coursework this year. A lot of agricultural workers came to the East End to look for alternative work. A periodical is a publication that is issued regularly. During the next few centuries, London became one of the most powerful and prosperous cities in Europe. Essays should be typed with double spaces on the white paper. Fees are heavily discounted and bursaries are available for delegates. However, this method is problematic in terms of accuracy. I'll start with a brief history of the district, and then focus on life in the first half of the 20th century. In the last few weeks, we've been looking at various aspects of the social history of London. In the past, students were required to complete 2 long written assignments. It is quite clear that the rising prosperity does not make people feel more content. Knives and forks should be placed next to the spoon on the edge of the table. Many of the urban poor lived in an extremely cramped condition. Maybe it is time for me to make some changes. New York City is famous for its ethnic diversity. Overcrowding and poor sanitation affected the lives of the majority of the population. Novelists have a major role to play in reflecting their time to their readers. Parents should provide guidance and examples to children's values. Students are held accountable for adhering to established community standards. The brief outline takes us to the beginning of the 20th century. The campus tour will help you get familiar with the teaching facilities. The country suffered a series of invasions by tribes from present-day Germany and Denmark. The date of the invention of the first clock is disputed among historians. The English word typhoon comes from the Chinese word big wind.